Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Dusk's Tale. We're here with Dusk outside of a mansion that is ablaze, a mansion that we destroyed in the last. Our journey northward continues in today's episode, as we're going to be making our way back towards the Leviathan to meet up with Bridget to continue northwards to see what else is out there in this world. And so, Dusk, I think it's about time that we get you back towards that big old truck. So we're in pretty good condition, all things considered. We are wary though, and so we're going to probably have to have a proper sleep before we drive, as, well, we don't want to end up like Dusk's brother. So we're going to leave this place behind. It is a massive beacon in the night. If there is anything alive down here, well, that's certainly going to draw it. But nothing. It's just quiet. The dead are still dead here, and so we're going to continue to make our way throughout these woods. We're occasionally hearing sounds. They might be our own sounds reflecting. We're hearing a scraping noise, so I imagine that that probably is the sound of our cart moving along the road, just kind of echoing throughout this space. It's enough to make us unsettled, but we're going to carry on, get back towards the vehicle, have a nice sleep, and then we'll be on our way. As the rain starts to fall down, Dusk continues on in the dark. And there it is, patiently waiting for us, as that rain turns to snow, and the cold really starts to set in for Dusk. We're going to go ahead and load the vehicle onto the Leviathan, taking a moment to do so. And let's see. We have our full haul of things in here. Some things we don't need to have in here right now. Things like the railgun, we can try and bring inside, perhaps. The washing machine's probably going to stay out there as well. What we are going to do is go with Shift O, and we're going to sort out our loot. We've got so much in the way of sewing materials now. You can see all those rags getting brought in. So yeah, we're not going to be wanting for that. Leather will be something that we still need, but we've got rags, we've got thread coming out of our ears. We're definitely good there, but see, we've even got some left over. There's still a lot of space left in the cart though, so I'm not so worried about that. I wouldn't mind getting the mutagen loaded back onto the vehicle though, if there is somewhere that we can weld it into place. Bridget, I trust that you're doing fine. It does look like we have more in the way of vehicle storage things. What are we not seeing? The frozen water is what we're not seeing down the bottom of the screen there. So, yeah, the only thing is that I don't think we can install it while there is something in it, so we'd need to remove the mutagen from that tank to be able to actually get it back on here. So, how much exactly do we have in here right now? So we've got 7 things of mutagen in there. Right. So we just need 1.7 litres worth of carrying. So I'm going to go grab a gallon jug or two, and we should be good to go. There we go. We've got our mutagen just hanging out in our gallon jug for now. I think we'll go ahead and get this closed up, and we'll probably turn on some electronics here. Let's go get that space heater turned on, the IR lights as well, just so it starts to warm up in here. Battery-wise, we are still doing okay. It says a day until empty though, which is a little concerning, so we'll need to keep that in mind. We probably will be turning the heater off overnight, but for now, we're going to go and try and see if we can install another tank on here somewhere. Looks like we can actually install a tank just underneath the reclining seat at the front. So that seems like a good enough place for mutagen. Well, we finally have that done. Took us a wee while there. The sun has actually risen on up, which is good for us. It means that we are going to be charging our batteries throughout the day, because we are going to be resting here. But we need to get this mutagen loaded back into the vehicle. So we do have our empty tank, and I think if we just move up towards it here, we should be able to refill this tank here. We're going to fill it with mutagen. So whenever we create mutagen in the future, it should just end up in that space. Which, yay, that's good for us. We are going to go and just drop this gallon jug off. We are hungry and thirsty, so let's go ahead and deal with that. I'm going to do that off camera just because it takes a long time for us to eat anything in here. Because there are so many potential edible options around, it takes a long time to go through those menus. So I'll be back when all is said and done. So we've had some nice crackling, some nice clean water, which we had to remake because, yeah, it keeps freezing. Which, yeah, with these temperatures, I guess that is to be expected. We are tired now at this stage, but I do want to have a quick look at our equipment. We do have a few things that are quite damaged here. Our leg ammo pouches aren't looking great. The canteen isn't looking good as well, and the thermal electric outfit has gotten a little beaten up in the time that we've been rummaging around here. So what I want to try and do is just pick up a tailoring kit of ours and a soldering iron, I think, for the plastic canteen, and see if we can do some repairs. So using our soldering iron down at our little workstation here, we're going to see if we can repeat until reinforced. We can't reinforce it, but it is nice and, well, fixed now. We're going to move up towards the front and we're going to go ahead and activate our tailor's kit here, and we are going to try to repair our thermal electric outfit to begin with. Right, we need patchwork cotton clothing parts to be able to do that. Well, I guess we don't have any of that, and it's the same thing here as well, patchwork cotton clothing parts. So we've got a lot of rags, a lot of other materials here, but we need this patchwork, which is something that's kind of a little bit new. Let's have a look and see how long it's going to take us to put together. Well, we can't get patchwork parts. Patchwork cotton clothing parts. Yep, no, we can't create them. So I imagine that it's a resource that we get from tearing things apart. So rags aren't used in the recipe anymore. It seems that these patchwork cotton clothing parts are. Okay, well, we could tear some things apart. I think we'll leave it as is. I think I'm okay with our leg ammo pouches being a little damaged. I feel like they should be okay. Let's hope that they are going to be. But yeah, we're gonna go jump into the sleeping bag that's over here, close things up, turn off our light, and we'll turn off the space heater as well, hoping that we're actually gonna be okay there. And yeah, we're gonna try and sleep. That might get torn up next fight we get into, but you know, that's just how it's gonna be sometimes. Alright, we awaken and we can see that our current health value is -2. That is because we are aware of our health in general. Yes, self-aware. So we need to improve that. -2 to our health ain't great. I know that we had some panacea recently. We might have to have some more. Or, you know, just kind of vary our diet a little bit here. We don't have much in the way of fresh greens. We've been eating a lot of MREs and stuff like that. In winter, unfortunately, we're not going to get much in the way of fresh greens as well. Not much that we can do there, unfortunately, but I'm going to try and give us at least a little bit better of a breakfast this morning. Let's go ahead and open this door as well. Well, we nearly get this place illuminated. Fine, we'll keep it closed up for now. We are just going to go ahead, turn on those owl lights, cook ourselves up some breakfast, and then we're going to hit the road. Before we do that, though, I want to try and grab a few things in here. Because, well, I'm getting that itch again. I'm getting the archery itch. Dusk has used archery before in the past to good effect. I think trying to use the great bow wasn't the right call just because it is way too encumbering. So I think we're going to try and see what we need to have the best bow possible and the best arrows possible at this stage. Because I'd like to try it out and just see if it's going to be viable. Because, I mean, Dusk is pretty much a dryad, an elf dryad right now, and a bow would be much more fitting than conventional firearms, if we can manage it. So, first of all, let's have ourselves a breakfast. Panaceas, we actually do have another one here. I haven't had anything to eat yet, just drink, but I'm tempted to take that because I feel like that would improve our health by a fair amount. It's got 3 pluses, so that seems like it would be good. So let's go ahead and use that. We feel amazing. Okay. Cool. We have the effects of it right now, which is great. They're already good. We feel incredible, like we could take on the world. well, maybe we can. Maybe we can take on that world. Right now, our head and our arm haven't really recovered all that well, so I would like to maybe use a few more bandages. We're just going to go adhesive bandages for now because they're not really that damaged, and that should help them seal up a little bit more. Sometimes they just don't tend to heal. Even if you do have regenerative kind of properties, they won't heal as much if they don't have a kind of covering on them. So, I'm going to see what we have available for breakfast to start off. Well, we can make a large amount of various types of foods. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having some compote again, just because it's good for quenching us at the same time. I think we might have had all of our water. I could be wrong. I'd like to try and make, let's see, if we say 3 things of compote, that should be enough. We're going to use the apples before we use the dehydrated fruit, and we'll use some clean water. I could be wrong, but I think the dehydrated fruit might have given us a little bit more in the way of calories. Wow, I just realized we really did sleep the day away. We went to sleep about 5 and it's now 6:40 p.m. So we are going to be traveling at night, and it doesn't look like we can put it in our container right now. So what I'm going to do is just pop out the back and we are going to unload what is left in our canteen. So we're just going to pour that. I mean, sure, we'll pour it into Levi if we can. Oh, there's a dire wolf nearby? There most certainly is. Well, that is dire. Terrifying proportions. Rivaling a small car. Well, sure. I suppose we are going to fight you, aren't we? Okay, well, I want to try and see if we can unload. No, we'll come back to the compote. For now, we're just going to go ahead and pop out our claws. Actually, we were putting on earplugs, which is what we don't want to do. We need to wear them. Okay. Pop the claws. That's the right maneuver there. So it has seen us. It's rushing towards us. We start slashing at the direwolf. We haven't got a crit yet, but we are still doing good damage. It is yet to hit us though, which is the most important thing. Rolling and moving to the side, the wolf takes off into the dark. Yeah, you picked the wrong fight there, buddy. We're going to let it go. We're going to let it move away and get away from us. It's not undead. It's short. It could become undead, but it's just a mutated creature. Not unlike Dusk. Yeah, a creature of the woods. Quite literally. So, let's see if we can find where that compote got to. Okay, so we are going to unload that, pour it into our canteen. There we go. We got that to go. But we do need to have something else though. Something, yeah, as a main. We could have vegetable aspic. It could satiate us by a fair amount, and the calories are, you know, pretty good. You know what, I'm going to go through here to see what is going to give us the most, and we'll kind of go with that. Just general aspic is pretty good, or has the potential to be. I was thinking about going for fried liver, but I'm just seeing now that it does have a minus to health, so I think those are things that we probably need to watch out for, things that aren't as healthy. Yeah. You know, hey, what about some spaghetti? Sure, just with some pesto. It's quick and easy for us to make, so yeah, we'll go ahead and make some of that. Let's see, we will use the pesto because that's going to give us some extra calories in this. Good, done and dusted. We are wielding our spaghetti. Okay, let's go ahead and chomp on that. It was only just one thing, so you know what? I would like to remake that. We can no longer make that craft. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? I think we're okay for now. I don't want to be overeating. So, with Bridget asleep, we are going to fire up this vehicle and we're going to get moving on out of here. I did say that I wanted to have a look at the bows though. That'll be better to do before we move. Allow me a moment. So I've grabbed our modern recurve bow. I'm going to pick up the 5-pin bow sight here because I'd like to see if we can use that with the recurve bow that we have at the moment. So let's go ahead and activate that, attach it to that there, and let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be better in general. We can see that the sight dispersion goes down. That's what we want. So we'll go ahead and say, yes, let's go ahead and modify this gun with air quotation marks there. And I want to try and see what else we can add to it at this stage. Right, so there are a few other mods that we can add. There are 2 accessories. We can get 1 dampener. We've got the sights already. We can get a stabilizer and an underbarrel. Okay, all right, let's see what we can make. Now, interestingly enough, there is actually a bow scope, which works as a sight. That might be better for us to use. Designed for extra long shots, but easily adjusted for short range. Spectacularly accurate. I like the sounds of that. Only 17 minutes and 53 seconds to make. I think we're going to do that. We're going to go for the bow stabilization system as well. There is a bow stabilizer too, but I think that this one is just generally better. There is a dampening kit all the way down here and an arrow rest as well, which I think is just an accessory. Yeah, so we can have 2 accessories. Bow dampening kit. Yeah, okay, so we're going to try and make a few of these if we can. Starting off with the bow scope here. So, do we want to use all of our high quality? We'll use one of the small high quality lenses as well, because we've got 8 of those. We can just wear the bow for the time being, okay. There we go, and damn, that's quick. Really quick. Okay, and then just like that, we've got ourselves a bow scope. So let's go ahead and activate this. We are going to be, we have to take it off first. Okay, so let's go activate, and we need to go back to our worn weapon here. Right, so we need to take the recurve bow off first. We're going to put the scope back into our inventory, and let's see, we are going to activate that, remove the sight. Yep, that's perfectly fine. And we are going to go and attach the bow scope, which it does sound better. I guess I should make sure that it is better, but sight dispersion, yeah, it's down to 26, so that is a lot better. We were on like 31 before, I think, so just in general, it is going to be better. It does mean that it's going to take us longer to actually get like hits. It takes longer to aim, but it's minimal, absolutely minimal. So yeah, that's good for us. We'll go ahead and attach it. Okay, modification attached. So I think next up for us is going to be this bow stabilization system. Let's get this made. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, and let's activate that. Let's go ahead and add the bow stabilization system. So having a look at this here, we can see that dispersion has gone down by, yeah, a fair amount on that. What else do we have? Base aim speed has gone down. Okay. In general though, it does look like it's gone up across the board. So to get precise, it does take a while, but I think that this means, we're not going to have as much recoil. I feel like once we have sight, we're going to hold that sight for longer. So that takes up our stabilization slot. We still have an underbarrel, we have dampening, and 2 accessories that we can add. So I think next up we're going to add this dampening kit. It's a set of simple pads and strips of fur or rubber with adhesive backing. It substantially reduces noise during firing and can help with accuracy. Okay, alright. Dispersion goes down and handling goes up. Okay. Alright, and applying this here, we can see that yet again, dispersion has gone down. Loudness with current fire mods goes down to 0, whereas it was 8 before. So it's completely silent. Nice. Okay, let's get it on. So we still have 2 slots for accessories and 1 for the underbarrel. Not sure what we can put on the underbarrel of this, but we'll try for accessories next. So I can't find any other accessories that we can make for our bow at this point. There is an ergonomic grip, which I'm tempted to make. It says location grip, and it can be used on a bow. I don't know if it can be used on our bow, but we'll still make it just in case, as it is the last thing that we can actually have a look at making. And unfortunately, yeah, it cannot be added to that. Unfortunate, but hey, we've got a fair amount of modifications on our bow now, 4 of them in total, so that's going to make it a lot better in general. Next up, the thing that we need to have a look at is what kind of arrows we want to end up using with this. So we do still have quite a few of these broadhead arrows. Well, I say a few, not a massive amount, but we do have some. We could go ahead and grab them. So having a look at the large quiver here, we've got 14 of the broadhead arrows in there right now. It looks like this can take 60 arrows, although the broadheads are slightly larger, so I'm not sure if that's going to be the case or not. I'm thinking the best thing that we can do right now is just try and produce as many of them as we can, have something to eat. At the same time though, maybe before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we just go test the bow out, because if we make a whole heap of arrows and it's just absolutely unusable, no good whatsoever, then we're not going to be very happy with that. So I think for now, I will just make us a quick meal before we head out into the night, but we're going to go on a little bit of a hunt. Well, I was looking for something quick and easy to make. Honestly, a cheeseburger. pretty easy for us to make. 12 minutes for us to whip this up. So yeah, let's go ahead and make ourselves a cheeseburger. What are we going to use though? I reckon we're going to use some pork belly. Yeah, it's a pork belly cheeseburger. We'll use an irradiated tomato. I love that we can see how much calories are in everything now, and I don't know if that's just because we're self-aware and we can kind of like just sense how much is in things, but it's cool. Regardless, we're gonna have ourselves a cheeseburger. Super happy about that. We're gonna walk on outside and we'll chomp down on that, and that's gonna be us, yeah, feeling very good for a decent while there. So let's go ahead and wield our bow. Actually, let's go to our bow here, and we want to make this B for bow. So we'll just say wield bow. We've got our bow now, and this should be more than enough range for us. What can we get? So that's the kind of range that we can get with our bow. It's not massive, but it's more than enough to deal with the dead. The question is going to be like how easily we can do that. Is that just a broadhead arrow we just dropped on the ground? So I do have like auto pickup on our arrows, but for some reason we weren't picking that up. Strange, very strange. So where are we going to find some dead? Probably down here by the motel. So we're just going to start making our way down towards there. We've got safe mode on so that, you know, if we encounter anything, it's going to shout at us. There we go, a grappler zombie. So let's see. It's slower than us, of course it is. We're going to try and see if we can take a precise shot. We can see at maximum range here, our chance to hit is, yeah, it's okay. It's okay, we're likely going to hit. And there we go, 24 damage. It's not terrible. And unfortunately, we don't hold on to the steadiness. But as we can see, it also does take a few shots with this to kill. All right, you managed to bleed out there. Oh, it's using a fair amount of stamina to use it as well. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and use the one that's on the ground here. Our steadiness is okay. There we go. We get a good hit against the glutton down there. We'll keep on firing, and we can see it's taking a fair amount of our stamina to get this done. The benefit that we're getting here is that this is a completely silent weapon, but even so, we're completely out of arrows now. So we could go and make a whole heap of those going forwards, but yeah, You gonna bleed to death? You do have kind of some heavy arterial bleeding going on here. We have no arrows. There we go, it did bleed to death, eventually. So if we walk on over towards you, just one arrow we've got back from that. It's thick sludge, we're gonna have to move that around, and we don't seem to be picking things up. I'm just gonna check that auto pickup is actually turned on right now. It's turned off. There we go. So we do pick that up automatically. And we have 9. We have 9 arrows. Okay, so there were a few there. We did actually get them back. That's a little bit better. Okay, I feel like that's okay. It's not great, but you know, it's certainly okay. We picked up 5 from you. Okay, so that's good. I feel like if we have enough of these broadhead arrows, we'll be okay. What I'm concerned with is stamina, and I think part of that's going to be coming into effect because we are over encumbered right now. Overburdened? Yeah, we are. We probably do have a few things on us that we don't need to have. What it kind of comes down to is the heavy survivor suit. I think that's what's weighing us down the most. Is 18 kgs. Everything else that we have on, we don't even have a pack on right now. Yeah, so it is certainly weighing us down. So I think we might have to go to the light survivor suit if we're going to try and do this, because yeah, otherwise we're just going to be out of stamina way too quick. Let's have a look at this boomer. If we get a little bit closer here, let's try and have a look at that. Let's pop this one if we can, this bloated zombie. It is already quite damaged. There we go, easy enough for us to do. And that was completely silent. So, boomer over here. Take a precise shot at you. Bam, ricochets off the wall, that's fine. That's nearly dead, and it should maybe bleed to death. This zombie here is stunned. Hit that with 2. Okay, 2 to kill a regular zombie. It's doable. That one's bleeding badly, so let's just go for the snapper instead. Reflects off its hide, huh? Yet again. Ooh, and those are good hits, so that's concerning. The armor-piercing capabilities of this are not that great, but it's easy enough for us to go ahead and like activate our claws. We can just drop the bow. Claws are active. We can just get to a slashing. Just like that. Let's go ahead and pick up these arrows. put those claws away, and we just go and wield our bow down the bottom. There we go. There we go, bow. Right, so yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a pretty good weapon. If we have enough of our arrows, and if we aren't over encumbered, I think we won't be running out of stamina. But that's a bit of a gamble. Yeah, so I feel like we need to have a look at our armor, get a lighter version of what we're rocking with at the moment, the light survivor gear, and which, you know, it isn't great for winter, but we'll see what we can do. Another thing that I probably didn't consider there is using a heavy survivor gas mask could be affecting us a fair amount. Yeah, that mouth encumbrance is not great. The EOD helmet is fantastic, but I think that is going to give us a little bit more encumbrance to our mouth than what we would want. Yeah, we're even getting mouth encumbrance from the thermoelectric outfit as well, so we can probably look at taking a few of these things off. I think we're going to say goodbye to the heavy survivor gas masks just for now, and hope that that's a little bit better. 15, that's doable. We can work with that. I don't want to give up the potential protection that we get from the EOD helmet. It sucks that it doesn't filter, but you know, it's still a very, very good helmet for us. I guess the only thing for us to consider is that we don't use our fangs in combat when we have a full mask on, so it might be beneficial for us to just go back to using the helmet. Still pretty good coverage, pretty good protection for our head. The EOD helmet is nice, but an army helmet, it's still very, very good. So yeah, maybe goodbye to both of those for now. We're gonna chuck a army helmet back on our head, kind of classic Dusk look here, and yeah, that's better. The coverage is 85%. The protection is still really, really good, and now our mouth is completely unencumbered. It is cold though. It is certainly cold. Plants don't do well in winter, and we are very plant-like. The good thing is that that's actually dropped us down. Like, our weight is a lot better already, just getting rid of those few things. So we can stay wearing the heavy survivor suit. We're probably just gonna have to try and chuck on a balaclava or something like that, just to try and keep us a little bit warmer. Our arms are pretty cold, our legs are pretty cold, mouth certainly very cold. So yeah, balaclava or something like that would go well to keeping our head warm at least. Well, I did actually neglect the helmet liners. We can go ahead and chuck one of those on our head. That's going to give us no extra encumbrance really, but it's going to give us warmth. We can see that our head, it's nice, it's looking good. Our mouth, that is what we need to worry about more than anything there. We really don't have that much for mouth warmth. I am going to go ahead and chuck on these survivor goggles though, I think, because it's going to be good to have actual eye protection, and it's pretty damn decent as well. It's got, you know, good bullet protection, and we're looking a little bit more like Bridget now with all this stuff on. In general, I'm pretty happy with how we are. The only real concern I have is just warmth for us at this stage. We might want to try and chuck on some extra socks for our feet. Our legs we could probably do with, I don't think we want to do the full body thing here. We could probably have, you know, warmers on our arms, our legs, and then I'll see if I can whip something up for our mouth. We'll do those things, we'll see if we're tired, and then we might make some arrows if we've got some time left in our day. Well, our night in this case. Alright, we've got a nice pair of arm warmers here. Took us a little while to get that all done, but we got them on. That should be a lot better now. Yup, indeed it is. Our arms are looking okay. Our legs, our feet are fine. Our feet are totally all good. Our left and our right leg definitely need to have something on, so some warmers would go down nicely. Oh boy, it's 2 hours to make them. Interestingly enough, it was only an hour to make the arm warmers before, so the time increase is strange. Crafting is slow right now. And I'm guessing it could be because of the cold. We are standing right next to the hot air here. We're not getting like as hot, I think, as it would be over here, but we're certainly chilly. You know what? We're tired. I think we'll probably just wait until the morning. We'll spend some time making some arrows, and then we'll hit the road once we're actually, you know, properly ready. All right, we wake up and we can see that our current health value is 5. That's certainly a lot better than it was yesterday. I don't even know what the time of day is right now, but it's day outside. I'm guessing we had our timekeeping device in our helmet, so we'll need to go ahead and pick up something. The temperature in here is good today. That's nice. We're going to have something to eat and drink. We can actually just drink our compot back here without too much trouble, which I think we'll probably make a fair amount of that. We're nice and slaked. We can, go make some more of that before we leave here. But to start off, we need to go ahead and make those nice leg warmers. Oh, and our feet are cold again. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, I guess standing next to the hot air was making our feet warm, but not our legs. So on to that next. You know what, by the time I get all these things done, we're probably going to be out of winter. We're already halfway through. I suppose we could just try and tough it out. But then again, it would be good to have them now. It's unfortunate. I probably just chucked away the stuff that we've had in the past. I know we've been using mostly the thermal electric to kind of keep us warm, but it's cumbersome. It's not that great. We're just going to go spend our time making some new stuff. We can't make wool socks, unfortunately, but hey, what can you do? Okay, there we go. Leg warmers are done. Good. So that'll be better at the very least. Okay, we're nearly good there. The only thing left is our mouth, and we can warm that up by just wearing a gas mask, but that kind of defeats the purpose of us trying to go a little bit more lightweight. Right, now the balaclava is probably going to be the best thing that we can make for now. I swear that we had a balaclava around, but I cannot find it for the life of me, so we're going to spend some time making that, and then that's us done on the warmth. Right, there we go. We got there in the end, so we are looking a lot better now. Wonderful. Our torso is very encumbered at the moment. That's because of the big bow that we're wearing on there. The helmet liner and the balaclava do kind of overlap each other, so we can probably do without the helmet liner. Actually, in saying that though, it only encumbers the head, and that doesn't affect us at all. Head encumbrance really doesn't kind of screw around with us. The only thing is eyes. No, eyes are also fine as well. Yeah, we're good. We are good. So I'm going to have a bite to eat, maybe another cheeseburger actually, and then we're going to have a look at making some more addos. Yes, cheeseburger with pork belly, and we'll go for mayonnaise again. Top quality calories. So, unfortunately, we can't make many more broadhead arrows because we need planks, a whole heap of planks, and we don't have those planks right now. So, I think what we're going to do is just go with the arrows that we have for the time being. We're going to try and make our way over towards this radio tower just so that we can get sight of the area, and then we're going to plan where we're going to go from there. So, let's jump into the driver's seat and let's go turn on the camera system. Wonderful. I think driving away we might see some things left on the ground. Yeah, just the bow sight. I'm okay with that. We're gonna fly on ahead towards this big water salmon. Hope that this is clear. It is. Okay, that's good. Continue along the bridge here. Dropping down. Okay, and from here, yeah, we just need to wind our way around. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of a cabin along the way. Can't imagine there'll be anything too great there, but we'll have a quick little peek once we arrive. It's actually kind of down the other way. We're not going to worry about it. We'll just carry on towards the radio tower at this point. Okay, we're rocking up on that radio tower as I speak. Let's go get nice and parked up. This is the spot, and before we jump on out of here, let's just have a look at Bridget and see how she's doing. Okay, holy crap, those arms are nearly healed. Okay, this is good. Good news, but it just goes to show you how long it takes a regular person to recover from a break like that. Okay, up we go. Now, yeah, so we don't have to go across anymore. We can just go up, all the way up to the top. And we are high up. We're just climbing up this ladder. The huge dragonfly. Naiade. Something missed it. Okay, cool. Wow. There's something very tall over here. Open air, apparently. Okay. But what is this? That is a church. That's a very tall church. Oh, it's a large office tower. Why is that church? It must be like a bell tower or something. But, oh boy, we can see quite a ways around here. We've got a shipwreck. What is this? A pump station. Okay. And over towards this town, the town of Alexandria. I see. Where is this church then? Is this that's the subway station? Clothing store? Where is this big ass church, huh? Let's see. Oh, it's down here. Okay, so it's kind of on the corner. That's a strange church. There's a dispensary here. Okay, we could get some goods. It looks like evac shelter, maybe? Yeah. A23. Okay. Well, what else do we have around here? A road stop? Okay. I mean, Alexandria is a nice town. It is a little ways off towards the west, which is not exactly the direction that we want to be going in. There's nothing immediately that makes me want to go towards that. The shipwreck, though, I feel like we could probably check that out. So if we start heading over towards the west, and oh boy. Well, we got a hive up towards the north, but what is this? Transcoast Logistics. So this is some kind of big old company building? I kind of want to check that out as well. So I think first things first, we'll go over towards the shipwreck and the pump station, see what's going on there, and then we'll head up towards this. Okay, we got ourselves a bit of a direction, Dusk. Let's clamber on down, get back into the vehicle, and get a move on. Oh, okay, we got some Migos around here. Uh-huh. I love... yeah. Bridget just shouting out, the Migo Scout fires its weapon. Interesting. Okay, and rocking into the town here, we are just going to kind of try and plow through this. No real reason for us to stop, so let's just straighten up the vehicle here. Okay, we've got a shocker on the outskirts, we need to be wary of that, but everything else we should just be able to kind of plow through here. Okay, that was a little bit on the dangerous side. It could see us for a moment then, but it wasn't long enough for it to really get us. We killed the Shocker Brute, though. Not the Shocker Brute, sorry. The Skeletal Juggernaut was what I was trying to say. Let's just head up towards the pump station for a second here. Okay. It's not that interesting. There's probably some mechanical goods that we could potentially get from there, but I'm more intrigued in the shipwreck that we've seen in the distance, and yeah, we can see Razorclaws. 16 of them. Hot friggin' damn. Okay, so let's maybe try and straighten up this sucker. The Razorclaws right now do not seem to be hostile towards us, but we have dealt with these things before, at least from a distance. A man-sized crustacean clad in an iron-like chitin, emitting the most horrible of shrieks. Well, there's a lot there. There's a lot. That's maybe too many to deal with? They are hostile creatures, they just can't see us right now. So we could clear them out using our rifle, and I think that's probably the right call to make. Let's see. That's pick up, that's not what we want to do. We can just shoot off towards it. Let's just see how that goes. Wow, hot damn. Okay, so yeah, our 50 cal, very good at what it does. We need to make sure that we go ahead and wear our earplugs and plug them in. I think that worked. Plug up our ears, yep. They are now shrieking down there. We don't want to pick up again, but we want to fire in their general direction. Because I think, yeah, we should be able to hit a few of the others. Wow. Yeah, it's good. It's good at what it does. Because we're firing 2 turrets at the same time here at these creatures. Once we clear out a few of them, I would like to try the bow on them, but we can just kind of hang back here. Let the 50 cal do its work. Oh my god, the 50 cal is just one-shotting them from a distance. Well, it is missing occasionally, but oh, I love it. Okay, I feel like that's probably good. We're deafened right now, so maybe that's a good thing for us, considering that they shriek and whatnot. We'll leave the cameras on and all the rest, but we are going to go ahead and wield our bow. Alright, that one is not close enough for us to be able to start taking shots at. We'll let it get a little bit closer. Looks like there's going to be 2 of them. Okay, a little bit closer. There we go. Precise shot. Reflects off of your hide. Yeah, that is, I guess, to be expected. So, there's more than a few of them. I don't think it's going to be sensible for us to fight them all. We want to be in a position where we can dive back inside. But I kind of want to try and... Oh, okay, we don't have much of a choice here. So we start slashing at these things. Okay, we've been grabbed. We're just going to keep on attacking here. We managed to kill one of them. Okay, 2. Now, our claws don't do anywhere near as much damage to them, unfortunately. And I guess the only other thing to consider, our mouth is covered right now, right? So even if it's covered a little bit, I don't think we're going to be using our fangs. It's not 100% coverage, but I don't see us using the fangs here. Still, we're actually doing okay. Come on. Oh, you guys can see Bridget. That's why you're hanging around the front. Dusk, like a whirling dervish, just slashes into them. Her ears plugged up, unable to hear the horrible shrieks. She stays focused on them as the creatures try and peel back the Leviathan like a tin can to get at Bridget inside. Dusk dodges from side to side, our armor protecting us as their claws attempt to slash through it. They are unable. Wild, absolutely wild. Not a single strike hitting us. Well, they were hitting us, but they weren't getting through our armor. And Dusk was dodging. Just like that, there's a whole heap of dead Razorclaws here. We're going to take a moment to just catch our breath, put those claws away, and yeah. There's a lot of bodies here. A lot of bodies. Let's go ahead and grab our bow. We might as well just wear it for now. We'll go and pick up these arrows as we're walking past. Well, hot damn. And we'll see what's left of the shipwreck, if anything. Let's unplug our ears for now. I think we should be safe to do so. Start to make our way inside. Okay, we can see that there's a door all the way down here. We heard a noise. Ooh, there's a way down. And is it cowering? No, it's tracking right now. Well, we'll go ahead and pop our claws as we step into the space here. It can see us now. Oh, we did actually get dazed. Yep. So we might need to keep those earplugs in for a little longer. I've never gone in the bottom of a shipwreck before, but we might be doing that now. So let's just continue to move along here. We're seeing 2 more Razorclaws, but I don't know if they've seen us yet. Okay, we've got ourselves a safe in here. Can we pick it? Can we pick it? You messed with the dial a little bit. We should have a stethoscope on us. Do we not? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. Okay. What of interest could be in a safe like that? A few things. Let's pop down below, though, before we think about doing anything else. We're deafened still, unfortunately. I'm just going to try and wait, see if that dazed effect goes away. Looks like we're going to be waiting a little while longer. All right, let's just peek down for now. All right. Not seeing too much going on down there. The light's actually blinding us. There are Razorclaws down here, but in the water they are going to be slower. Let's step away from the light if we can. I don't actually seem to be able to move that way. Oh, here we go. Alpha Razorclaw. Okay. It's that one back there. So I think moving onto the stairs is actually going to be better for us because the water around here is going to be slowing all of them down. Okay, hey, we got hit. First hit to the head, and it rocked us. Okay, is this the alpha that hit us? No, it's just a Razorclaw. So these things hurt a lot. Thankfully, we haven't been hit that much though. So we continue to strike. As pain starts to get us, oh, you dented our bloody bow. It is on the outside of our body, so that kind of makes sense, but that's the last enemy holding us, and there's the Alpha Razorclaw. Okay, so we start to slash at that, getting criticals, stunning the creature. Oh, and then our left arm gets hit. Not for that much damage though. It's much better protected than anything else. Our head's probably the most vulnerable. Left arm, yet again, takes some more damage as we continue to slash. Our quiver gets a little damaged. This thing should be quite hurt. It's not bleeding though. But we got it to about half health. We continue to strike. Oh, only dealing 1 damage. Not great, Dusk. Not great. We continue to strike. Okay, that's a little bit better. We're getting stun in, and when the stuns are there, that's good. They're dazed, it's going to be slower. In general, we should be doing better. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, that's it. That's it. We're out. We're out. After that, that is a sign to get out. Our head is very damaged. That one threw us back against the wall. Dusk's head isn't bleeding, but it's certainly absolutely rocked. We're going to start running. We are dazed, but I think we should be able to move through here. There's a lot more in there than I thought. Okay. All right. We're faster than them out of here, thankfully, but we are starting to get low on breath. We should have enough to get us there. And our breath didn't let us down. We've made it into the front seat here. We're going to go ahead, put these claws away, and oh boy, we're going to fire. Oh, just like that. The 50 cal and the Browning tear into it. Love to see it. Love to see it. And Dusk, oh boy, that's some pain. We do have some more Razorclaws coming our way. A lot more. Oh my god, how many are there? Yeah, maybe we didn't quite know what we were walking into down there. There's another one crawling out of the wreckage. Okay, can we get it? We can. Nice. Okay, let's just wait a little bit longer. Okay, so let's go catch our breath back, and we need to go ahead and apply a bandage. You know what? We'll actually use some antiseptic first of all. Antiseptic on our head, and we're also going to do some on our left arm. Yep, left arm, thank you. And we're going to go ahead and put a proper bandage on both of those, left arm and our head. And we'll go ahead and just put an adhesive bandage on our leg. There we go. Frozen bandages, they're being applied. So we will start to heal slowly over time. Our pain is, it's a lot right now. We're going to go ahead and take some codeine. That's certainly going to help with that. It'll start to subside down to 69, nice. Let's pop back out for now. Bo, how are you doing? You did get damaged in that process, huh? That's unfortunate. Can we heal you up? Let's just see. Are we going to use the soldering iron to do that? Repair, and let's see. Can you repair that? We can. Let's do it. It'll give a chance for our pain to start to subside. Okay, that is the bow, nice and mended there. Our quiver is kind of just holding itself together right now. We could look at using the tailor's kit to try and repair that as well. Let's see. We need leather patches. Do we have any more towards the front? Let's try. We will try to repair. And no, unfortunately, we don't have any at this stage. Okay, that's fine. So we are very damaged. We want to be very cautious here that we don't run into any others. The regular Razorclaws we can certainly handle. The big ones, the Alpha, very dangerous. So let's just wait. Okay, there are definitely more here. That is concerning because even the smaller ones, they could do a number on us. Yeah. Our bow ain't gonna do anything to them down here. It's just a thing. There was a head torch in there. Right, am I gonna try and fight you? No, I think we're gonna be sensible. We're not gonna wait. We wanna run. And we want to run right towards this and pop up the top, close that door behind us, and we will stop running. Just go back to a walk, thank you. And yeah, that was a little more dangerous than it needed to be. There could be more here beneath the shipwreck, but I am not feeling it. I am not feeling it. No. In actual fact, I'm feeling this place more. So I think we're going to start to head over towards it. There is a farm that's along the way as well, and a desolate barn, I see. So we could swing by the farmhouse, see what's going on there. It looks like there's a cave down here as well. No, it's just a mound of dirt. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I've seen a mound of dirt before. In Cataclysm, that is. I've seen mounds of dirt before. Be strange if I hadn't. Let's go and unplug those ears of ours, and we're going to start to drive up and in that direction. Past the pump house here. And actually, no, we're going to be going back through this way. Back through Kenny Bunkport and through Bolton. Bolton, there ain't much going on there. There's just a pavilion and two houses. So let's see how the ram through the town goes this time. Being wary of that shocker, of course. Just making sure it doesn't get an angle on us. It didn't. That's good. What was that? What just teared? Oh, wonderful. A predator got in here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and... Okay, we need to straighten up here. I'm just going to stop for a second. We need to pop our claws. We need to kill this predator. Thankfully managed to stop the bleeding there. A few quick slashes, we take care of it. Right, let's continue. We should be leaving it behind. We are. Okay, drops back down through the flooring. And yeah, we're just gonna go around the outside there. Okay, so yeah, driving horizontal, dangerous, because that can happen. Things can move through your spaces and just jump on into your car. The way that I can kind of see that happening is, you know, I guess we don't have windows, but maybe it clawed down in through the roof, and that's just something that we're gonna have to repair afterwards. You know, it's possible. These things are possible. But carrying on along this road, I think we're away from the worst of it, so we can extend our sight outwards. Step on the accelerator a little bit more. We're never really going all that fast in Cataclysm because we want to be cautious. Going past the desolate barn, no activity there. And on towards this other place. Our head is just bad. Bad condition. Bad condition. Yeah. Okay, that zombie has just reanimated recently. We're gonna mosey around the field here. What is that up to the north of us? It says just field, but... Wait, what? Zomborg. Okay. And we've just got like this... So we've seen this before with the Luna. We have not seen this with Dusk. We're just gonna go ahead, see if we can straighten up here. We have a Zomborg making its way down towards us. Yeah, a mix of dead human and even deadlier technology. This twisted mess of steel and flesh moves like a puppet in the hands of an angry toddler. Its robotic components seem to have shut down, and new bands of flesh have wrapped around them, tugging and pulling them in awkward directions. Bit of metallic skeleton and armor plate jut from its decaying flesh. Wonderful, wonderful, good stuff. Let's put those claws away so we can use the machine guns. Oh wow, just straight up dead. We've got an acidic dog out there. We're not going to take our chances with any of that stuff. Our ears are most certainly going to be aching. That was a bad call on my behalf there. We're going to take a step outside. I'm going to try and be cautious in the process. We can actually make use of our bow though, so we got that going for us. It needs to get a little bit closer. There we go, precise shot at you. Stop aiming. No, we should be good. Oh boy, yeah, see, it gets way too close. That's a nice headshot. 93 damage is good, but yeah, it got very close there. Okay. What do we have going on with this thing? Yeah, it's just a steel cube, huh? It's just a steel cube. What the hell is in there? There's gotta be something in there, right? Surely. We didn't have the ability to check. Actually, I could have used clairvoyance with Luna to be able to check. Oh, there's a door. I'm an idiot. What the hell? Are these both doors? No, it was just that. That's a hidden door. It just says metal wall. It doesn't provide any coverage, so maybe that's how we can figure that out in the future, but that's a secret door. Yeah, you close and open the secret door. What is in here? Nothing. Some scrap copper and some tubing. I mean, we'll take that stuff, but that's unfortunate. There's a whole heap of it as well, so whatever machine was in there, it has since been destroyed. But this is a bizarre looking, you know, landmark. Strange, huh? Very strange. We can see that our leg is already starting to recover there, which is good. Our head is recovering as well. Dusk's regeneration is doing its thing. Let's go ahead and shift that stuff over into there. We are going to go ahead, not do that. We're going to sort out our loot, put all of that scrap in there, close that up behind us, and we're going to continue on towards this big old facility, which should just be to the east of us. It is indeed. The Transcoast Logistics Building. Yeah. It's a big building for just the logistics. Well, I guess logistics, they do shipping of all kinds of stuff, right? Yeah, so they probably also have a whole heap of material there as well. Yeah, there could be a whole heap of stuff here for us, interesting stuff. But just in general, we haven't been here. A giant adult antlion. Okay, cool. And we do have some, lots of bullet casings. Interesting. In a line as well, and we are hearing gunshots. from inside. Yeah, it does sound bad, Bridget. You're right. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to take a little bit of a turn. We need to be very cautious about angles when being close to a place like this, because let's go wider. Because if we expose the side of us to a turret, it will tear into us like nothing, and we do not want that. Okay, so we've got enough view coming back this way. That is just a regular dead body. Yeah, there's a nice scarf. Sorry, we're gonna try and run over you there. Okay, we can almost see inside this space. Let's just wait. This is a dangerous spot for us to be in. I think we can peek and be okay here. We're going to go ahead and close those. Okay, so we can see a glutton and a boomer down there. The fact that they're still alive, that's a welcoming sight to me. Feral humans as well. We've got lots of dead things that aren't actually dead. So that is, yeah, I'm happy to see that. I think I do want to try and use our bow here. Get a little bit more with that. Maybe try and lead a few up towards us here. Or not. You know, we don't have to have them fight us, but it looks like one or two of them have seen us. They're going to start making their way over towards us. So let's try and take a precise shot there. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. Okay. The Devourer is going to be much more of a problem. Okay, nice. 84 with that critical. Okay, you. Okay, not bad. And you're up against us already. Okay, so we're going to drop that. We're going to go ahead and pop our claws. We're going to start slashing. We need to be concerned with that brute. We don't want it to actually get onto us. So let's see. Can we get you to come around the corner? Don't throw us. There we go. Got you down. Okay, we're probably going to end up throwing up from this glutton exploding, unfortunately. Or alternatively, what we could do is do a little bit of this, put those away, activate our holster, pull out our M17, and just take some nice precise shots at you. What are you looking like, health-wise, huh? Yeah, you got a fair bit of health on you. Okay, there we go. Just being overly cautious with you. We'll go ahead and put that away. And moving back towards this lot here. Still got quite a few of them down there. Let's go and wield that bow. Wherever you are. Okay, we've gone and grabbed it. We've got some of our arrows back in the process. It's good to see. We'll go and grab these ones as well. Okay, you're already on us, so that's not great. Less moves for us to get it from the grass. That's interesting. I thought it would have been faster getting it from our quiver. Apparently not. Let's just see. Yeah, it takes a little too long for us to aim up. It used to be with the bow that once you had your range, like once you've kind of figured out, okay, that's about as far away, you had a much better chance to hit. Oh, our theoretical understanding of piercing weapons has increased to 7. That's good. Okay, we impaled the Devourer. Good stuff. Okay, let's just smash these bodies. Some of the others want to come and play, that's perfectly fine. Okay, we've got a brute that's coming out towards us now. Come on, let's go. There we go. Okay. I mean, we're still much, much better just using our claws. But, you know, I like to use the bow where possible. Pick that back up. Let's climb on over. Oh yeah, we got quite a few here. Bad stuff going up in the right-hand corner. But we can probably just start to make our way down towards the front of this building. We should be careful though. We really should be careful. It's very easy to become overwhelmed. Feral humans coming for us now. It's going to be throwing rocks at us, but we don't really care about that. Take you out. Got a kid coming for us too. Alright, one shot at the kid. Oh, headshot just to finish off the ankle biter as it gets into range. Skeletal Juggernaut over there. I wonder, we might be able to use an industrial ID card to open up this. Freight hauler access card. Yeah, I think... It'd make a lot of sense for us to be much more cautious in a place like this. With our head being as damaged as it is, it certainly makes me wary. We can approach a little bit closer. Trying to be cautious. Take out that one. Okay, we've got a shrieker that's coming for us now. Let's put that down as fast as we can. Can't get it yet. There we go. And, that's unfortunate. Stop aiming. No. We got the headshot off, though. That's good. Once they get close to us, yeah, the headshot does a lot of damage. Hearing some more shots, which is a little concerning. Let's do some precise on you. Another. The precise might be a little bit much. Really? Okay. The no aim is terrible. Let's go ahead and pop our claws back out. We do need to worry about the bloated one that's coming for us at the moment. We need to make sure that we kill that from range. So let's see if we can go ahead and wield our bow quickly enough. I think that was the feral human throwing something at us. Right. Let's put the claws away. Okay, that is not our bow. That is not our bow. That is a flag shirt. The recurve bow is over here. I think we're just going to go ahead and, yeah, go for that. And we'll take a precise shot. There we go. That was the right call. So we have big old bony boy coming for us. Ideally, don't want to fight that thing right now. We are quite hurt. So I think the best thing we can do, I'd like to grab the bow if we can. Let's go ahead and chuck it on. And we are going to try to run back towards our vehicle quick fast. I don't know if we can climb over that wall, so we'll just go over this one for now. Easy enough for us to do. We seem to be pretty quick on our feet still, Dusk. We'll open this up and we'll see if we can quickly reverse and turn it around. Back this way. That's good. Straighten up. Lovely. Stop this vehicle. Okay, we don't have our claws out, but we have the gun. We'll go ahead and put that away. Not the Taylor's kit, the M17. And we can take a shot at the Juggernaut. We're wrecking it. Our eardrums suddenly ache. Yeah, let's put those plugs in, maybe a little too late. And the Juggernaut is down, just like so. And with that, well, things are getting a little bit quieter, apart from this crackling energy that's making its way over towards us and a whole heap of smoke. Well, that's fun, isn't it? There's definitely a bit of fighting going on there. Well, let's turn you into just pulp. And anyone else that wants to pop out towards us. Yeah. Well, we're going to have to deal with the incandescent Hulk, or husk, in the next. Luckily, it's not an incandescent Hulk. That would be a lot worse. For now, though, Dusk, we're away from those flames. We're not too distant from where we finished, but we've seen a lot more of the area today. We have this large structure to explore in the next. Probably worth us trying to recover a little bit of our head health before we do that, though. After that, we're going to continue our road north. At this point, we don't really know what's further on from that point. No labs, though. They're well hidden this far out, Dusk. We're going to have to keep our eyes extra peeled. For now, though, that will wrap us up for today. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.